My name is Georgie Young, and you're at Wade's Mill in Racine, Virginia. The mill was built in 1742. The Kennedy family owned it for 100 years, and then in 1882, the Wade family bought it, and they owned it for another 100 years. And in 1991, the Young family bought it. Lots and lots of people who own old mills run them as tourist attractions. We didn't want to do that. We don't charge admission. We just like you to come and buy some local wheat ground here. The Shenandoah Valley is just breathtakingly beautiful. The warmest, friendliest, most wonderful people. And the history is dazzling. In my mind, passion is unbridled enthusiasm, is just living for that. And in terms of us and Wade's Mill, we're passionate about it. People dream about living in a place like this.
Welcome to Roanoke, Virginia. We're nestled in the valleys of Virginia, surrounded by the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. And we're a nice mix, a metropolitan area right here among this beautiful, splendid environment in Western Virginia. We have a downtown area second to none, and we have mountains and trails right here in the city. We invite you to come to Roanoke, Virginia. Please make it your next trip, and you'll have a great time visiting here in the Star City, Roanoke, Virginia.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Virginia Museum of Transportation. Behind me is the 1218A class. This is the most powerful coal-fired engine in the world. It's 18 wheels of steel. It could pull up to 200 freight cars, built right here in Roanoke at the East End Shops.
We're having fun today on Roanoke's Rail Walk, which is a fun, interactive walk about a third of a mile, great for families. Lots of hands-on things, lots of things that explain the trains, and trains to watch. And then fun things like this.
Hello and welcome to the Taubman Museum of Art in Roanoke, Virginia. We have art from all over the world that we offer through traveling exhibitions, as well as our rich permanent collection of American art. We have educational programs for all ages. We offer a wonderful cafe with gourmet food and a museum shop as well. Come visit us.
We are at the Hotel Roanoke and Conference Center in Roanoke, Virginia, and you are looking at our peanut soup and spoon bread. It is a signature dish here at the hotel. It was created in 1940 on a request by our general manager, George Dennison, at the time, to create a signature dish for the hotel. They came up with peanut soup. Quickly, it became a hit. The hotel kind of kept the recipe close to his chest, but now we share it as much chance we can get. The spoon bread is just simply a mid-Atlantic version of cornbread that goes hand in hand nicely with our peanut soup. And today it's two of our most celebrated dishes, so I invite you all to come out and give it a try.
Welcome to Roaring Run in Botetourt, Virginia. Here we're at the end of a 3/4-mile hike, which is easy for the most avid hiker or even the hiker that just wants to have fun. It's not bad at all. There's a couple bridges where you get to cross the creek and really enjoy the scenery. Picnic area, so bring some food. Enjoy your time. And here we are at the Roaring Run Furnace, which is a 19th century iron ore furnace that stopped production in the late 1850s, which is at the beginning of the trail up to Roaring Run Falls.
Hey, this is Blue Ridge Vineyard in Eagle Rock, Virginia. We'd sure like to tell you a little bit about us. We have gorgeous views, as you can see, lots of room to roam. You can hike and bike and camp out. We have Cabernet Franc, Gewürztraminer, Riesling, Pinot Noir, and Traminette on old growth vines. We've been growing grapes for 29 years, and we make some award-winning wines. But we also have a lot of fun, a lot of music, and lots of reasons to come and visit Eagle Rock, Virginia.
I visited Natural Bridge Caverns where I experienced its wild side, the Hidden Passages Adventure Tour, aka the South Caverns, which is not seen on a regular basis, only by special weekend reservations. So if you were up for the adventure, come see what I saw and get down and get dirty. Now I am being attached to a rope from my tour guide Darren, where I am about to go down a 160-foot well shaft.
I just want to say one thing. This is the well shaft down into the cave. There's a middle room up there. I can't take this GoPro down there, but I just want to show that that's blank space, deep dark hole.
I am now in the cathedral room with my group and my 2 tour guides, and we are about to make our way down from the upper part of the cathedral room into the lower portion of the cathedral room. And then we are about to ascend up into the next room, the ballroom. Now my group and I are ascending into the ballroom, a large room that is consistent of dolomite, a rock that is not particularly water soluble, meaning it won't be able to dissolve, in which turn does not allow rock to form any decorations. But what makes the ballroom special is its tall, solid, dome-shaped ceiling and some fallen Dolene boulders on the ground.
This is where we're going to be rappelling. While we're having people rappel, everyone's coming from. This right here is going to act as your point of contact.
I now anxiously await my descent down a 40-foot slope into the box canyon room from the ballroom. I carefully watch my guide as she descends first. My heart is pounding. It is finally my turn to rappel down the slope, and the other guide, Darren, is at the top, making sure my rope is securely attached to my harness. I can't see behind me, so I have to listen carefully to the guidance from the female guide at the bottom of the slope. I am so excited but nervous at the same time. I feel like an actual cave explorer.
I just rappelled 40 feet. Hello!
I now make my way with my group through the box canyon, a room full of fractures and faults. It's a beautiful box-shaped canyon-like room that is the centermost room in the South Caverns. After making my way from the box canyon and then through 2 crawlway spaces, I finally arrive at the fault room, the last room on tour, which is full of fractures and faults, and a beautiful soda straw maze. Thousands of soda straws, some averaging between 5 to 7 feet long, according to the tour guides. As we head back from the fault room, about 2 hours later, we arrive back in the upper cathedral room. I am now going up with my group into the Jeremy room, and now this really concludes the end of my wild cave tour. I quickly look in awe at all the beautiful formations in the commercial sections of the cavern, and